Mittens, it's Stephanie Griffin, Ms. Utah, U.S. Continental 2020, and this is Crowned Utah. It's been a minute since I last did a Crowned Utah and gave anybody any updates on the national competition, my recent surgeries, basically anything about me, because it has been a wild ride since August. So I figured I'd take this opportunity. This is one of the few opportunities that I have alone outside of my home without a gaggle of children with me, because as many of you well know, I homeschool my kids. I have a minute in this car going up to the ski lift because I'm going to be demoing some new powder skis, and we got fresh snow last night, so I wanted to try these out because it might be what my adoring spouse is buying me for Christmas this year, which is pretty great. So here we go. A lot of people have been asking what happened at Nationals because a lot of folks weren't able to see it. So I got first runner-up, which is pretty great because I almost won. But it's also pretty great because I like to compete in person, and I love the buzz backstage and the heart-pumping panic and adrenaline on the stage, especially when they're announcing the top 5. I absolutely love it. As many of you know, I ski a lot and I participate in a lot of, adrenaline rush type sports. So naturally competing in person is just a more ideal situation for my personality type. So God willing, we will be able to compete in person at the Lyric Theater in Stuart, Florida, live in 2021. So I'm really looking forward to that. So right after Nationals, I had my 4th breast reconstruction surgery, and it was a fat grafting surgery, and it was a full 6-week recovery, and I'm not gonna lie, it was legitimately miserable. They took fat from several parts of my body to kind of smooth out the implants underneath the skin, because that's all I have left after my double mastectomy, just skin and implants, and that's just not a good look, let's be honest. And so I was in like this full body, it wasn't Spanx, it was like worse than Spanx. It was like from my ankles to my chest of zippers and elastic and Velcro, and it was pretty miserable, I'm not gonna lie to you. But then as soon as I recovered from that, I ended up having to have my right ovary removed because it's been giving me pain for several months, and I was told because of my Lynch syndrome I probably needed to have one or both of my ovaries removed anyway. So I had that done in November, and that was kind of an interesting recovery as well. Fortunately, it was done laparoscopically, so I wasn't opened up, so that part of the recovery was relatively quick. But because I'd had so many surgeries this year, it sent me it had a gallbladder attack. How weird is that? Like, I didn't even know that was a thing. And honestly, I thought it was a vestigial organ. I was like, yeah, just take it. I don't need that. And they were like, no, actually, you do. You need your gallbladder. So I was put on a liquid diet for almost 3 weeks, and that seemed to help everything. And, I started resuming life as normal right after that. And I figured if I have time to ski, I have time to give you guys an update. And so here we are. What else? Oh, I found out a couple weeks ago that a member of the U.S. Continental pageant family, Ms. U.S. Continental 2019, Serena Ritter-Ketty, had a baby girl. And anybody who knows me knows I am a baby junkie. I would have had a million babies if my body would have allowed. It sadly didn't, and I only have 3 babies, but that's okay because I can fawn all over and spoil other people's babies, which is what I'm going to do. I'm sending Serena a little care package of what I call just baby essentials. When you have your first baby, people give you all these things, like they give you these little dresses and fluffy butt underpants, and the reality is none of it's like super functional, because essentially all you do for the first 6 to 10 weeks of life is swap out socks, shirts, bibs, and whatnot. It's not glamorous, but I remember loving every minute of it. So I will talk about that when I get back to the house after my shower and I put on some makeup and style my hair. and I will see you guys on the flip side of this. Okay, so these things are performing exceptionally well. I'm really psyched. So I'm going to be headed down a blue called Mountaineer to a black called Crescent to see how they really perform in some fresher powder. And I'm back at my house, and I've had a shower, and I've been able to style my hair, put my makeup on, homeschool my kids. We learned about the solar system today, as well as a unique astronomical event that's going to take place on December 21st called the Great Convergence, where Jupiter and Saturn are going to form a cross in the sky, and they're going to cross closely enough to Earth that they will be able to be seen from a regular telescope, which is pretty fascinating. At any rate, it's the first time it's happened in about 800 years, and it's going to look like the Christmas star. How great is that? So, as promised, I'm back at my house, and I wanted to talk about Serena's new baby. I don't know how public she's being with the baby's name, so we'll just call her Baby M. And I just wanted to talk about some of the things that I'm sending to her in her care package and why. As a mom of 3, I feel like I'm kind of a veteran at this, and I love passing on little tidbits of advice. People can take them or not take them. That's why advice is so great. It's not the rule, it's advice. So the first thing is these little baby mittens. And for anybody who doesn't have kids or they don't know, but baby fingernails are just basically like razor blades, and you know they're moving around and they're scratching their little faces, and their faces are so adorable that you don't want them to draw blood or leave permanent scars, which can happen if baby's hands are not mitted. Another thing, during those first 6 to 10 weeks of life that I talked about, socks, and the kind that they can't kick off. And these are so important because your baby basically lives in socks, mittens, a shirt, and diapers for those first couple 3 months. And also in little hats. Isn't this cute? It says princess. I think it's apropos. And you can never have enough of these bibs, because baby will spit up numerous times a day, and you will just like blow through bibs like you blow through toilet paper. It's truly, truly amazing. And these are my favorite. These are the most essential thing that you can be given or purchase for your baby. And they are these little wrap snap shirts. And the reason these are so great is because, okay, pretend like you are going to put a onesie on an orange inside of a gym sock. Like, that's how floppy babies are. They're just like, and it's like so hard to fight a onesie on over them. So the easiest thing to do is, look at this. This shirt opens up. So you just lay the shirt down, you lay the baby in the shirt, you put baby's arms through the little tiny sleeves. I always forget how small these are. Look how tiny these are. And then you just snap the shirt around baby. How great is that? And even more importantly, like if you don't want to put mittens, like if baby keeps knocking the mittens off, they have this great little fold at the bottom, and all you do is like flip it over your baby's hands, and it keeps them from scratching their little faces up. Now, because I'm insane and I have a cricket and I don't leave my house all that much save for skiing these days because of the COVID, I had the opportunity to monogram them because I'm Southern and insane, and it's what I do. But look, it's glitter. It's a glitter M for baby M. And these shirts are going to be winging their way to Illinois tomorrow. So happy baby, enjoy. And just remember, you can never have too many of any of these things. And I strongly recommend buying more of those Wrap Snap shirts for your sanity. Another thing that I wanted to talk about on this episode of Crowned Utah is a very sweet gentleman named Michael Nicholas II. He reached out to us on the U.S. Continental Facebook page asking myself or Kelly McDonald, Mrs. Utah U.S. Continental, for autograph cards. He has cerebral palsy and is wheelchair bound. He has 2 college degrees, and his goal in life is to meet a pageant winner. How sweet is that? He thanks all pageant girls for the hard work that they do, raising awareness for a wide variety of organizations and charities, including the Children's Miracle Network and the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and for making appearances at hospitals. So, Michael, I will be sending you that autograph card this week. Kelly and I and all the girls at the U.S. Continental System wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Okay, so I think that's probably enough for this episode of Crowned Utah. So stay tuned. The next episode that I do, we're going to talk about the Ms. Utah Elite virtual competition, which you can learn more about by going to utahusc.com. And we'll also talk about appointed titles in the Western States region and the crowns that are up for grabs. It's very, very exciting stuff, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time around. Until then, this is Stephanie Griffin, Ms. Utah U.S. Continental 2021, and this has been Crowned Utah. Take care.